basically go from yesterday to today. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. Hi, Jordan. How are you? But yes, guys, let's do one more round of sharing, everyone. Let's keep tapping. Our goal is going to be 100k taps today. We never seem to get over 100. I don't know why. So today, I know it's annoying, but let's tap together. All right, thank you. And if you have any Heart Me's team bracelets, hands ups, any of the exclusive gifts, those will really help us. Popular number 30 is insane. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Shell.
You know, the whole situation with...
So we'll start with what Mithra had said about the situation. Thank you, Buffy. Thank you so much, Jackie. The Observer, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Seriously, thank you so much.
Cancelled. I don't need to go into it, but you know, he was a small creator and he stood up against some pretty big people to defend me, right? So I respected that. So that's how me and Prince Brat kind of like become friends. Me and Luke were really good friends. He's probably one of my best friends. I've got a few best friends, you know who they are. So what do I know about Luke? All I can tell you about Luke is he loves to bitch, he loves to gossip, he loves to rant, right? So this is Luke, right? My phone will go off, okay? And he'll just be screaming down the phone, somebody's pissed him off, all right? And I can't get a word in edgeways, okay? And then he'll put the phone down. And then 10 minutes later, he'll ring back and he'll apologise for what he said, okay? This is the Luke that I know, that we all know, rants and raves. Like many of us, we all have something bad to say about somebody else, okay? But I just want to say, like in the chat, please, who talks about people, who bitches about people? It's like, it's a thing, innit? I do it all the time.
I did feel like in that moment that she was kind of trying to indirectly try to get a bit more like love and support for Luke without saying, hey, let's all just support Luke. Yeah, that's what I thought in that moment.
I'm no angel, all right?
Thank you, Mother and Nad.
To be ads, or my opinion on that person, can't stand them, next day my opinion changes, right? So that's what I know about Luke. He has a rant, he has a bitch, calms down, and then he's okay, he loves everybody then. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know the ins and outs of what's gone on with Luke and Prince Brat.
Do you have friends like that who calls you up screaming, shouting, ranting about something, hangs up, leaves you off for hours and then comes back and says sorry? Because basically she's backing up what I've just said, a bunch of emotional abuse. She's literally indirectly backing up what I've said, a bunch of emotional abuse, screaming, shouting, and that's what she's saying, you know, hi baby, good morning. So yeah, she indirectly was defending me in that. I mean, I don't think she was trying to, but she really did reaffirm what I was saying. Control freak. I know she's trying to stick up for Luke, but indirectly what she's actually done is reaffirmed what I've said, you know, screaming, shouting, hangs up. That was my first original point. Good morning, baby. Thank you for all the taps, guys. You're just smashing it.
I briefly spoke to Luke in message. I promise you guys I haven't spoke to Luke on the phone this morning. It's just been briefly in messages. All right, guys, I kind of left him alone, okay? I've sent a message to Prince Brat, obviously, yeah. As far as Luke and Prince Brat are concerned, they have to sort it out between themselves. It's nothing to do with me, okay? It really isn't nothing to do with me. I have never... and I've got to say this because it's on the FYP and, you know, the comments and everything, because when Prince was speaking, he was saying them, they, it implies that it's more than one person. I've never told Prince, and if he's here, I'm sure he will clarify. I've never told Prince what to say. I've never told Prince what to do. I've never gave him a time slot. You know, Luke on my behalf has never asked Prince to do anything for me. I don't do that, guys. Believe it or not, I swear to God, I can't swear enough.
I can confirm Miss Red has never asked me to say anything, told me to say anything. She's only ever been there to advise me and help me in a very kind, calm, and respectful manner. And if I disagreed with something on my show, I would never get a call from Miss Red. I would never get a message. She's always been respectful. When I was saying there is clearly still a group that will stick together, a friendship group, clique, whatever you want to call it. That's true. But she's never personally done anything to me. But what I was saying when I was saying they is that Luke thinks in his head there's this clique that he runs. And Luke thinks that in his head there's this clique that whatever he says they will all do.
I'm not this manipulative monster behind the scenes that people would portray me to be. Prince isn't saying that, right? But I've just got to put to bed the rumours, because there's a lot of people in the comments on the videos of Prince Brat saying, misread this, misread that, da. Like, and people talk about this clique, guys. There's no Illuminati, there's no fucking Volturi, whatever it's called.
The only reason why I say I think it's a clique is because when there was a situation once where I did speak to Luke about someone in his live stream, he had to approach Miss Red and Cockapoo before he could make a decision whether he wanted them in or out of his live stream. So, yeah. People saying that he's still going on about this. I'm actually trying to not. I'm not. I'm just doing the FYP, and this is on the FYP. So tomorrow this will all be done with, because there'll be something else to talk about. But I have no reason to lie or fake. That's for sure. I actually did find. I remember. We'll get to that in a minute.
Guys, we ain't off the phone plotting and scheming about how to bring that person down, what to do with that person, right? It just so happens that some of my friends are creators. Luke, MT, Miss J, TJ, you know, sorry if I'm missing anybody, okay? And some of my mods jump into boxes, all right? But there's no click. I am not Regina George. I don't control anybody.
I don't think Miss Red controls anybody. I think Luke does. Yeah. Luke has told me. Luke is Regina. Yeah. Luke has told me if Miss Red ever forgave EQ, he would drop her in a second, you know, and that she needs him, he doesn't need her. I honestly think that Luke thinks in his head he's a controller of this clique because he hangs around a few people who may respect his opinion. But Miss Red has only been very respectful, cool, and kind to me. I haven't got a bad word to say about her, to be honest.
I don't have anybody do my dirty work for me. You know, so Alex and Luke need to sort this out between themselves, all right? This is an Alex and Luke thing, okay? They fell out before and made up. I'm sure they'll make up again, all right? But as far as me being concerned, I haven't asked Alex to do anything for me. I've never manipulated him in any way, and I'm sure if I had, he would tell you that, but I never have. All right, guys. And as far as people being protected, okay, please carry on sending the heartbeats and tapping the screen. As far as people being protected, right, when I come back to TikTok, I made a conscious decision. Sorry, it's Prince. Sometimes I call him Prince, sometimes I call him Alex, you know what I mean? Prince Brat. I call him Prince, I call him Alex. It depends what day it is. So what was I saying? Sorry, you're putting me off. So when I come back to TikTok, I made the conscious decision not to be biased. So I would hope you would agree that I'm less biased. All right. So I just want to do a quick poll. And I don't want no hate for anybody in the comments, please. No hate whatsoever, because this isn't what it's about. So we'll do a quick poll. Happy face, yes. You think I'm less biased? Sad face, no, I'm still biased. I do my best. All right. Nobody's protected. So obviously we heard Prince say that I don't talk about Evil Queen. I don't talk about Evil Queen because I don't want to fucking war. All right, we know that.
So that is true what I'm saying. Literally what I'm saying. Just like, I'm sorry, but what you're saying is that is true. I don't talk about Evil Queen because I don't want a war. So EQ is protected from your live. Literally what I said. I mean, that's not a dig at Miss Red, but she said it herself. And yes, game show's at 6 p.m. tonight. It's a new show, not 9 p.m., 6 p.m., guys.
that once you're in her grasp, she doesn't let you go. I don't want that war. I just want to come on for my 2 hours a day, right? Do my FYP, piss off, and live a peaceful life. Okay? But if she does anything on the FYP, I've talked about it, like, the whole comments, the racist thing and everything, right? Zach the Brat, okay? And I don't want to, I hate to bring him up, but me and Zach went through our thing. Me and Zach are okay. Me and Zach have spoken, all right? And I don't want anybody or in here to be going at somebody that I've previously, had a thing with. But if Zach is on the FYP, we'll talk about it. But it just so happens if
I don't have a single bad word to say about Miss Red. All my interactions with her have been respectful of life. They've been really nice. Miss Red is aware of the fractures between me and Luke. She was actually a mediator. But do you guys remember the last time that I called Luke out and I tried to get away from that Luke situation? She was actually the mediator on a WhatsApp group call to try to get us to be friends again. Now, I know she did that out of her goodness of her own heart, to try to bring us back to friends. But she's fully aware that this isn't the first time that Luke's lashed out and controlled, because I had a private call with her and she was aware of this. And she even said, well, this isn't good what he's doing. I mean, she was shocked, to be honest. But she has been aware of behind the scenes of what's been going on, because she held the group chat and the group call to bring us friends again. Hence why I changed my opinion, was for her. So it's a bit of a shame that she's kind of acting a little bit shocked that she wasn't aware of anything going on, because she was. But apart from that, she's only been nice to me and I've not got anything bad to say about her. There is times where I wish that she would speak up a bit more for me, but, it's her show and she can run it how she wants. Behind the scenes as a friend, she's been nothing but kind, so I can't say anything on that, and I respect her that she's built a show. I really do. But I don't think Luke is speaking to her for the right reasons. I really don't, and I think she does need to be careful. I do. I think she needs to be careful of Luke, because Luke will drop her once he can. You got to think, if Luke wasn't on TikTok, he wouldn't be speaking to Red as friends. So then you got to ask why. All right. Make sure we're all tapping the screen, guys. Please share out the live. Get your heart me's in as well, guys. Thank you.
About Angie and Pill, they come as a package now. Okay, they come as a package. So, and they've got a lot of. There's a few people that disagree with them, don't like them, but there's lives constantly being fired up about Angie's and Pearl's every movement, okay? So I don't need to be speaking about Angie and Pearl every minute of the day. Angie can defend herself. If, like yesterday, for example, me and Angie had completely different opinions. You heard my opinion on Corey. You heard Angie's opinion on Corey. If me and Angie got a pact, I would have gone with what Angie was saying, right? Okay? I have got respect for Angie. Let me tell you why I've got respect for Angie, and I will always continue to have respect for Angie, bearing in mind in the past we haven't got on right, and it's not because of the clapper, okay? Clapper's been done and gone, right? She has nothing over me. It's because I respect her. I respect her from when I was down in the dumps, when I was in one of the worst places ever due to social media, down to my own fault, really. She was there for me, and she didn't have to be. She ranged me, wronged me, checked up on me, just like many of you did, okay? I'm just speaking about Angie specifically. Checked in on me, you okay, Miss Red, don't leave TikTok. We're here, we'll support you. She didn't have to do that. Michael said it's fake. It's not fake, darling. There was nothing fake about it. She didn't have to do that.
I just said what I was told on the phone, and what was said on the phone is very evident on live. I was told that Miss Red and Luke refuse to call out anything delusive Angie says because they're too scared of the backlash from the cult, because they are the most powerful group on TikTok. I was told they are more powerful than the evil army, and I was told that there is no way that they will fault her. They will just let her speak. They will bring her up in the box instantly because they are too scared to start that war again. That's what I was told, and evidently, whenever Angie does some controversial stuff, I do think it's kind of skipped by on both of their lives, and I think a lot of people see that as well.
As far as she was concerned, I was leaving TikTok. It didn't benefit her in any way to reach out to me or want me back on TikTok. What was the reasons for it? Right? She genuinely seen somebody who was down in the dumps, somebody who had gone through some shit and reached out to them. Angie is not protected by me. Me and Angie are not in cahoots. She will tell you that. Do you think if me and Angie don't fall out, she ain't coming on here and singing like a canary? Do you know what I mean? So, like, leave it out that Angie's protected. I respect the woman. You may not respect her, but I respect her a lot. I never used to, but I do respect her. Right? And the same as Pearl. I like Pearl. I don't care what your opinions are of Pearl. Pearl's done nothing to me. Right? I like Pearl and I like Angie. You guys may not. I'm not talking about, you know, Team Red or whatever, but, you know, the people that have it out for them. You may not, but I do. I like them.
But liking shouldn't come into play if it's non-biased. You know, whether you like them or not, if you're claiming your show is non-biased, liking them shouldn't come into play. It should just be what they're doing. And you're either going to react or not.
But it doesn't mean that they're protected. If anything happens and it needs to be spoke about, I'll speak about it. Nobody is protected. Like, you think if I ain't fucking up Angie ain't talking about me? Come on now, if it's going to bring her 5,000 views, she's going to fire that live straight up. And she's going to, you know, talk about me. But I respect Ange. And I've got nothing for love but love for Pearl. Thank you very much, Jay. Thank you very much. So for these people saying Angie's protected, I've made a pact, there's no fucking pact.
That was your friend saying that, though. Respectfully. That was Luke saying that. So maybe call up your friend. I haven't involved Miss Red in anything because it's not her argument, it's not her situation to be involved in. But in that situation, I was told that Red and Luke have a pact. So if you're upset about people saying that, speak to the person saying it, which is Luke.
There's just respect there. And at the end of the day, with Ange, right, and I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, but I'm going to say it as it is, I fucking worry for her. I worry so much for her.
Thank you, Bentley.
To the ins and outs.
Thank you.
Alright, guys. And I ain't contributing to anything that she's going through. Am I fuck? I ain't having that on my hands.
So you are protecting her? If you don't want to contribute to something she's going through, that means you're protecting her. Right?
I worry so much for her. And I'm not going to go...
I'm not digging her out. I'm not digging Miss Red out. I'm reacting to a live that I'm seeing. But, like, you can't on one hand say there's no protection and then literally on the other hand say, I don't want to contribute to anything that she's going for, so I'm not touching that. Liv?
Alright, guys. And I ain't contributing to anything that she's going through. Am I fuck? I ain't having that on my hands. So I choose to love her rather than to sit here and bash her. Now if people... Thank you, Papa.
She said it herself.
Choose to unfollow me after that, it's... You can do that, like... But I just don't want to war with people. I promise you guys, I'm not a warrer. I'm a make-a-piecer and a lover. Think about Angie and Pill. They come as a package now. Okay, they come as a package.
I don't want to war with people, but I'm going to present an FYP show and choose who I criticise then. How does that make sense? I don't want a war with certain bigger creators, so I'll choose who I criticise, and when I do criticise them, I don't mind having a war with them. So, if you run an FYP show, you're meant to give your honest opinion on what you think of the clip that you're running. You give your honest opinion. When you say, I don't want to war with them, so I'm just not going to touch it, then that's being biased. Then that's protecting someone over someone else who you're going to then talk about. So, Like I said, Miss Red's been lovely to me off the app, very kind, but that video was contradiction after contradiction. We're not protecting her. We don't want to protect her, but I won't touch her because of her. I don't want to contribute to anything. I'm not throwing her under the bus. I'm literally reacting to what I've seen. Like I said, from now on, I'm going to just be in my own lane. Thank you for the heart me's, guys. This is funny. Oh, thank you, Margot. This is really funny. Oh.
That is brand new information.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Okay, so what I just heard? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but I'm not digging anyone else out. Like you said, like people want a non-biased FYP where you give your honest opinion on what you think. I'm giving my honest opinion on what I think. So, don't complain when, when I'm holding back for someone else, but then you complain when I'm being real. I've not said one personally bad thing about Miss Red. I've reacted to a clip where I gave my opinion on it. I'm not going for Miss Red. I just answered a clip. I've literally spent the last 30 minutes saying how nice she's been to me behind the scenes and how much she's had my back. All right.
Because she fancies him, and he said
Karma Kaz thinks it's all lies.
he would never go there sober, but if he had a few drinks, he would definitely go there. And I'm like,
Lippy, thank you.
even though me and EQ don't get on, you seen the men she goes for? You seen the men that she goes for?
Molly put in between. Wild.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. Hold on a minute. Your cousin's Rickster?
Sonia.
Your cousin's Rickster?
Bubble tea, yeah.
You're talking about sleeping with EQ if you had a few drinks? Like, what? He's obsessed with her.
Whatever, man. What you're going to see now is Alex is going to have a massive spike in viewers in his live.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Amethyst.
Because of what's going on. And all these other creators, I've not seen what Evil Queen said about Alex today or anything, but I think me and EQ think quite alike, and I'm really hoping that she's on the same wavelength as what I'm on when I'm thinking about this. I think it's bullshit.
Because...
Oh, I can assure you that there's no lies about this. Anyone who knows me knows I don't have it within me to fake something on TikTok. I'm not an actor. I can't fake emotions. I'm too real. But if people think it's fake, so be it. It's not gonna, change. I know what happened, and I know why I spoke about it, and any other reactions around is irrelevant because I know what I done for the right reasons. So if you think it's fake, you can think it's fake, but it's not gonna change anything. People who know me know the situation that's been going on for quite a while. It is what it is. If you don't believe me, you don't believe me. I'm not going to just fire shots at you. As I said, I want to start clean slate, and I'm going to stick to that. Kamikaze is entitled to have his opinion.
Prince Brat needs to tell more about Luke and all them people. So I'm looking forward to hearing all about it. Yeah, they've been trying to set me up. Well, I'm not apologising to nobody. I've got nothing to apologise for. Them people have been sent to attack me, so I've got no apologies to make. I won't be apologising to Prince Brat. I won't be apologising to Cowboy or nobody, because I've got nothing to apologise for. I'm the one who's getting attacked. Mine is a reaction to obviously people working behind the scenes to try and bring me down. Hell will freeze over before I apologise to anybody. Got nothing to apologise for. Reaction is not what you apologise for. Reacting to somebody. It's alright being mates with them, as you've seen in the moment. Look at Prince Brat. Mates in the moment, and he dropped him publicly on the live. I'm done with that boy, this, that and the other. Publicly shamed him, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying to Prince Brat, we're trained, we know, yeah. Who do you think trained all these people? Me. So I'm the boss, you know what I mean? I'm the master of your disaster. Because you're all trying to be me. You're all trying to do all these things, you know what I mean? But you're not capable. You don't get people really exposing me, going, Evil Queen sent me this, and Evil Queen was telling me to do this, do you? I never heard anyone saying that, have you? Oh, she told me to do this, and she did this. You've never heard that.
Keep tapping the screen, everyone.
But you've heard it how many times about Luke and Miss Red, from Zach, from Prince Brat now. All these people who fell by the wayside. I was used, and Miss Red told me she loved me every day. Oh, I love you, Evil Queen. On Messenger, I've got them all. And then she threw me under the bus. I'm not saying trust me either, I've done benefit for her, but at least mine was from the government, you know what I mean? Not someone's business. At least I didn't take from someone's business, you know what I mean? And I had to pay it all back. So I had a loan off the government, if anything, you know what I mean? They're watching you. Yeah, unblock me and we'll have a conversation, because I'd like to know about all this stalking and harassment.
So basically, just remember that she wants me to unblock her, okay? Because the next clip you'll see from her is very flip-floppy, and it really shows what type of person she is on here.
From behind the scenes, you know what I mean? And yeah, and Prince Brat said he was sent to say things about me, you know what I mean? Because they wouldn't cover me. They said, oh, you can cover her. So it's not even coming from his own mouth half the time. So I forgive you for your crimes against me. But I won't be apologising to anybody, because I've done nothing to apologise for. Reacting to people being sent to attack me, you know what I mean? It's been verified by his own lips. Yeah, we'll have all the Prince Brats, yeah? Being independent like me and Zach, and then you'll go far. And now you can discuss these people and the boxes, the poison boxes and stuff like that. People have been sent to attack me and to try and take me down. And are you not wise to the elusive Angie anymore? If everybody's saying Corey's a racist, of course she's...
So Cowboy didn't actually say that. I was going to address that then, but I'll just address it now. She came into Cowboy's live. She said, unblock me. And Cowboy said, look, EQ, there's a lot of things that you've done to me and to Alex that we could sit and talk about and say, but the truth is, I'm not gonna. I wish you well, but I'm not. I don't think any of us want to be revolved around you, because she, whether you're a fan of her or not, you know that she has said a lot of nasty things about me, and I'm not just gonna unblock someone who said all these vile things. So that's the situation there. I wasn't planning to say anything about her, but because I didn't unblock her and give her information that she wanted, she changed her opinion on me and the situation, which is fine. Again, everyone is entitled to their own opinions, but it's a shame that you change your opinion based on whether someone unblocks you or not, which shows how, you know, much of this is just a game for you and just another way to get another storyline. So it is what it is. You know, you can say what you want about me, but again, I know what I am and why I spoke out about it, and the people who know it, and the people who don't, you're entitled to not think that as well.
Well, she's going to say he's not. No, he didn't mean like that, because she wants a debate for the day. Yeah, you've got to get on to Angie by now, you know what I mean? She'll go against the grain so that she's got a debate for the day then, and everyone coming in the box, because people are not going to join the box if she's saying, oh yeah, he is. They're going to join and go, no, you're saying this, that, and the other. Hello, Gracie, my love. So you all just like need to ignore delusive Angie. When I heard her this morning going, Corey didn't mean it, and telling black people not to be offended, I thought, you're only saying it so that you...
I do plan on moving on after today. This is just all on the FYP, and my show is FYP Reacts, so there's nothing else to react to, you know.
For the day, so everyone will join your box and start shouting at you and say you're wrong. That's all you're doing it for. So delusive Angie will always stick up for the person who's in the wrong, Because everybody else knows they're in the wrong. Everybody knows they're in the wrong. So, of course, she's going to say, no, he didn't.
Guys, don't forget to do your heartbeats in here, please.
She wants to have a conversation all day.
Alright, so that was Evil Queen then. And we'll get Evil Queen on today, what she now thinks. She's changed her mind in a day. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Kay. Because I didn't unblock her. Which, again, I don't see my situation with Luke, why that means then me and her need to start being chatty, you know. Yeah.
So it just goes to prove to me that they've got something to hide. The way she went and I'm not having anyone accuse Luke of it. Well, I'm accusing Luke. It was Luke that was racist towards swearing shepherdess. And he wrote the comments. Absolutely. And if you don't believe a single second of it, then go and check out the evidence that Miss Red decided to put up yesterday. And there's loads of comments saying, I don't like Evil Queen, but this is not evidence, Red. This is not evidence at all. It's two different comments. The dates are different on both of them. Like, it's just preposterous. Thank you so much, Soph. Thank you, babe.
Everyone tap the screen, please, guys. Let's get 100k taps.
Laura, you've been racist on how she talks about video. Pondiap. How'd you kiss your teeth? Pondiap. She calls her sheep Muhammad, love, so bun, swearing shepherdess. So if you come in here to stick up for a love, you'll get yourself blocked, Ali May. Go back over to, as Cockapoo would say, Black Talk. Exactly. I believe Prince Brat. I don't believe him now. I don't believe him. I think they've set it up amongst themselves. I don't believe a single word of it. I don't believe that he's fell out with Luke. I believe it's been red herrings. Thank you, Jordan, so that they can get me to react. So to get me to react by saying, oh, Luke's saying this and Luke's obsessed and la 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 to get...
I don't need to fake anything because I wouldn't benefit or gain anything from it. And the last thing I would want to do is include Evil Queen in anything because I know how much she, quote unquote, from her, hates me. So I wouldn't want a reaction from her. And if it was to get a reaction from her, I would fabricate something that wasn't true. But what I'm doing was saying how obsessed Luke is with EQ, and actually a lot of people say Evil Queen is obsessed with Luke, but in this situation, Luke is completely obsessed with Evil Queen. He eats, sleeps, and dreams Evil Queen, and that's the truth. There's no other reason I would have said it, motive, and that's the truth. So EQ was just upset because I didn't unblock her and she couldn't find every single little fine detail to use on her platform, which again is like, I'm not surprised because this is a business for her, like I've always said. So once she can't get that one business route, she'll go down another one to get her money and cash and taps and views, and respectable for that, whatever. But like, yeah, this is all just because I didn't unblock her.
To get me to go because the numbers must be dropping, you see. So I think it's a big massive whole setup between all of them. I think it's a big setup between all of them, and they tried to involve me, but then I went into the reason I knew they weren't genuine.
Hi, Miranda.
I went into Cowboys chat yesterday where Prince Brat was, and I added Prince Brat, and I said, unblock me so I can have a conversation with it, because obviously he said a loads of crazy shit about me, so I'm entitled to a conversation as to what's been said about me. And Cowboy's reaction was, no, Alex won't be having anything to do with you, Evil Queen.
Why would I unblock you though? Like, seriously, not even in a nasty way. Why would I unblock you after you said on live you hate me, categorically hate me, and you would do all this stuff? Like, why would I unblock you? Like, you know what's been said about you. But if there was any plan to like wind you up, I would have said, he said all of this about Evil Queen. He said all of this about Evil Queen. However, but I wouldn't actually put out what was said. But if I put it out, there's no plan. If it was to wind her up, I would have just said, he said about Evil Queen, but I'm not saying what. But I put my differences aside with her just to bring the truth to the platform. And if she thinks there's any other reason for it, then so be it. And Cowboy didn't say that to her. Cowboy said, we don't have any beef, but I don't plan on being around you because, you know, of a lot of things you said, but respect you. And that's it, really. so be it.
And you're toxic, and if you hang around toxic people, thank you, Sammy. If you hang around toxic people, you are that toxic person. Or that's why I went into Pearl's live and I pulled him up and I said, if you think you're getting any support out of me, you've got another thing coming. The moment you turned around, or your boyfriend turned around and said, oh no, you're toxic, this, that, no, you don't get my support. You get me now being suspicious about it and thinking, hang on a minute, can't be true, you know what I mean? Because anybody who has a problem with somebody and they're mentioning my name, for instance, and saying, oh, they said this, Evil Queen, and it got pie charts and this, that, and the other, you would say, yeah, this is what's happened, this is what they've said about you. You wouldn't go cagey. So the fact that they're still trying to protect, you know what I mean, means that it's all fake. It's all fake. Don't believe a single word that Prince Brat says, that Cowboy says, that Luke says, that Miss Red says. They're all liars. They're all in it together.
I don't have the emotional strength to fake any setups. I'm not like these people who can scream and shout at each other and come off and laugh because things actually mean stuff to me. Definitely nothing set up. You'll see that because you'll see that I won't be around Luke again. And the people who know, and the people who don't think that is true, so be it. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. It's your opinion, not mine. Okay. Zach the Brat on Luke the Judge.
Luke the Judge is not an original content creator. He doesn't make content. How he's built his platform was off the back of Evil Queen. When he was off the back of Evil Queen, when Evil Queen was doing her thing, when she was as well, she was doing Evil Queen was queening. Yeah, all his platforms have ever been built off the back of people. Evil Queen and now Miss Red. He hasn't got his own audience. He doesn't have his own community, just as everyone else's. Not to mention poor Sugar Bliss, the constant giveaways with poor Sugar Bliss. Poor cow probably takes it out of her own pocket. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you, John.
He hasn't even got personality. He can't take criticism or anything like that. We'll be speaking more on that on Monday morning. I might do a little Big Breakfast special, but it's going to be shady. He lies as well. Especially that argument that I had with him in Miss Red's box that day, and he was like, just the lies that he used to tell me. Thanks, Sugar. Right, guys, top gifters get 10k for a Sugar Bliss.
Actually, to be truthfully honest, Sugar, just to let you know, I actually did unblock her on both accounts and say, hey, what's up? But then 5 minutes later, she went in a box and did what she did. So I just thought, I'm just going to block it and avoid the drama. So I'm not going to sit here and slag her off. The things that was said about her, I said. But apart from that, if she doesn't believe me, she doesn't believe me. There's nothing I can do about that situation.
True colours showed, exactly.
Hi, baby.
And the thing is, I do my own dirty work. I ain't got to get anyone else to do it. Me and Evil Queen and Karma Kaz are probably the most unbiased FYP shows. And we tell you if we don't want to talk about something, we'll tell you why, we'll tell you fuck off. We won't make excuses. Yeah, imagine messaging his mum though. I'm going to message your mum.
Exactly.
Yeah, he reports me as well, doesn't he? Watches on his fake account and mass reports me like he does with Karma Kaz. Now, if that's not showing you toxic and poisonous, I told ya. I said it. I said it about Luke the Judge. I said it about Lucy. I said it about all of them. Oh.
Thanks for the heart, Mies. I mean, all of my situations and run-ins with Lucy she's always been lovely to me and always kind to me behind the scenes. But you know, I do relate a lot to what Zach has been saying about how he was treated by Luke when he was in that group. I do relate to that. There's still stuff that that Zach says that I don't agree with necessarily, but that's just life. But I do definitely relate to a lot of things that he went through, and wish I didn't push out so much that Luke thought about Zach. I wish I let him do that on his platform, and I wish I just, you know, gave my opinion of what I thought in my way and not Luke's way. Okay. Everyone, please tap the screen, guys. We're almost at 100k. You're freaking smashing it. Thank you so much. Get your heart me's in, guys, as well. If you're having a good time, say yes in the chat. Let me see you all. This is all about, you know, yous in here and interaction with yous. So yeah, let me see if you're in here. Say yes in the chat. Thank you for the heart me 888. What have I allowed? 1 second. All right. Thank you, everybody. Please keep tapping the screen. All right.
Yeah. So what I think is with the Alex situation, that's Prince Brat, isn't it? What I think is because I was in Luke's box, and all of a sudden Prince Brat had a go at me for I don't even know. I think I had an argument with his mum in Miss Red's box. I didn't know it was his mum at the beginning. I had an opinion. I had an opinion on South
Thank you, Cindy.
I don't really think that, but I like to stir a little bit. Anyway, so I was going to say is that
hello, Zach.
So he got in the box and started to have a go at me in the bot in Luke's live, and I think what it was is Luke didn't defend Alex, Prince Brat. Okay, so that's what happened. 100%. And I'm sure I've seen him do that before, Prince Brat, where he's had an argument with Luke because Luke didn't defend him. I mean, I was getting mad with Luke not defending me with Leash, you know, the little pit bull.
That situation with Luke. Thank you, Margot. That situation with Luke and Angie was actually, you know, when you just have a breaking point with a friend. So that's not the main reason. You know, when stuff's going on behind the scenes and, you know, you're constantly seeing different behaviors and things that's just really upsetting you. And then something finally happens and you're like, do you know what? Just enough is enough. I just need to get out of this and I just need to get away. And to some people, that situation may look small, but when you add up all of the behind the scenes stuff, all the fakeness on live that contradicts what he's been telling you, all the stuff where he slags someone off and then allows them to slag you off on live because they more care about the numbers. It's all just in the end, like, I've had enough. So, you know, Angie, like, yeah, that was a situation in Luke's box, but that wasn't for me why I dropped him. I dropped him because enough is enough. There's only so much toxic behavior you can take, you know? And the side note, if you're slagging Angie off on the phone saying how basically you're just using her for views and she's anything to get her a few coins to be able to buy her wine, but then you're allowing her in the box to slag off me. Fair enough, you can do whatever you like, right? But why are you slagging her off to me off live then? That's fake. So it's two-faced, and I can't deal with two-faced behavior. If he didn't slag off Angie and then me and Angie were having a confrontation in the box, I would totally be like, well, that's none of your business. But the fact that you're slagging her off to me and telling me how much, you know, how she benefits you and that's why you keep her on your side and you're scared of the cult it doesn't make sense then to be all nicely to her face and allow her to slag off everyone else when you're slagging her off to me privately.
But hey, and I think that's what it's about. And I think he got mad. There's no other reason as to why he's decided to do all this about Luke. No other reason. The fact that Luke didn't defend him when he was arguing with me. But then, I think people would have attacked Luke for that. So Luke would be like, people would say, but Luke, you're a biased FYP because, you're protecting Prince Brat, who's your friend, you know what I mean, and having to go at me. So he...
How could I
listen, I don't know if...
call him out privately when he blocked me on everything when I did message him when Angie was in the box. I was upset and I said, I can't, this is enough of this toxic friendship. And he told me pretty much, go fuck off with your broken relationship and get out of here. And blocked me. How can I talk to him privately then? So obviously I'm really angry in that situation because I've invested a lot of trust and time into someone. So I come on live and talk about it because how else do I get my anger and sadness out? It's not like he's got me unblocked now and if I didn't call him I'd totally say, well, yeah, I can still speak to him privately. What you doing on live? But when you block someone after everything they've done for you, behind the scenes stuff that no one even knows that I would never reveal because it's his personal stuff, yeah, you're going to be upset and angry and you're going to come and rant it out if you can't go directly to the source.
If Luke is if he's telling the truth about what Luke has said about me and others, I don't know. He's not come with receipts, so I'm all about the receipts. Do you know what I mean? But he hasn't come with any of those. But it's definitely 100% because Luke didn't defend him. That's all. That's it. And now all of a sudden, you're coming out of his manipulative.
I remember I recorded a voice note, probably... Actually, I should have the date. 1 second. It was some point in July, and I asked him, I just asked a simple question, why did you meet up with Chelsea Leott? Because she's really rude. Very simple, polite question. And I remember getting this response, and we didn't speak for a few days, and I remember I recorded on my iPad, because I thought, this has become an abusive friendship. And in my head, I knew this was going to end at one point, so I thought I should at least get this, just in case. And this was all just because I asked, oh, how come you met up with Chelsea Leott? She's very rude about you and 2 others. If this is how a friend talks to another friend, this is just reaffirming my point. Like I said, I don't have much evidence or receipts because ultimately they're all on phone calls and I'm not the type of person who's just going to sit recording phone calls. But I did have this just to show you what type of friend this person is.
Fuck off then. You want to talk about rude? Why are people so rude? That's fucking funny as fuck for you to call me out as rude. That is fucking hilarious. Fuck off then. You want to talk about rude? Why are people so rude? That's fucking funny as fuck for you to call me out as rude. That is fucking hilarious.
That was because I asked him why did he meet up with Chelsea Leott. And basically I said, why did you meet up with Chelsea Leott? She's rude about you and you're rude about her to me. And that was the response. So I wasn't calling him rude in that situation. I was asking him, you're rude about her to me, and that was the situation. That was the response. So again, if friends talk to friends like this, I have no reason to lie, and that's just to show you one small little clip. Here's another one that I actually took a picture of. Just because there's a few receipts that I did actually keep that I didn't realise it was all on my iPad. So this is Luke, obviously. Just whilst I was talking about a situation on my live, because it didn't match what he wanted me to talk about, he pretty much threatened me, do not cry or message me tomorrow what I'm going to say about you on the show, just because I didn't align with something that he wanted to align with. So, yeah, there you go. I'm unable to scroll up and show you what was said before because it's just a recording. It's not the chat. It's my photo gallery. I don't want to make this a big thing with receipts and stuff, but I just wanted to show you that, like, everyone's saying no receipts, no receipts. I managed to find, like, one or two because I had it on the iPad. But anyway. Please can everyone tap the screen, guys? But I want to get to 110k taps, please. Everyone tap the screen for me, please. Also, my live is currently lagging, so I believe I'm being reported. So I'm going to come in on my backup account, just in case, you know, anything happens to this one. Which is a shame that I'm being reported. I mean, you can guess why, because facts are being spoken about. But after today, I'm not going to be speaking about this, like I said. It's just because this is all that's in the FIP. So 1 second. I'm just going to come in on my backup account. Just say hi in there. There you go. That's my backup account. If you can just follow that just in case this one goes down, that would be great. I'll go straight over to that.